because you and me both know neither of us are very popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
And yet we do it because we can take pride in this work. It's like, why do a hobby? Why have a hobby?
Uh-huh.
Like, why do you have a hobby? Because you take pride in what you do. You think it's fun. YouTube is fun. It's a hobby. It's not a job. It's not a occupation. That's a job. It's not a hassle. Okay, sometimes it can be a hassle depending on what you decide to do. Like for me, uploading, I'm just going to say this right now, uploading for me is really hard. I have to throw it onto a tablet. I have to do all this other like crazy stuff, because if I don't, my brother cancels it because it lags the internet. But if I put it on a tablet, it doesn't lag the internet, and it's just like all this extra work I have to do just to get a video out. It's like, it's a hassle sometimes, but it's fun. It's like programming. It's a good analogy if you know what how you do programming.
Yeah. Well, or like one of the things that I see a lot. Like I saw this post on like just a meme website, and it had like this a door. It had a door, and it says when something goes right in a program, it's the door. From the door, there's a chat bubble that says WTF, and then another one that says WTF. And then when a programmer does something wrong, when a programmer does something wrong, it says WTF. What is this? WTF, what is this? WTF, and it has like 10 million. Like, it's stressful and stuff, but you still
do it. You enjoy it. Like, for me, programming I don't do as much as I used to, but I'm getting into it again with school. I'm gonna be taking a couple courses on it next year. It's
because
hard.
Caleb's a nerd.
I am. I am. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I consider myself a nerd, and I'm really proud to be a nerd.
Look at that Quartz.
But I don't know if I could compare that to directing, because I don't know all that much about directing. I'm not a huge director, or like I haven't taken any film classes. But this is where I ask you: is it like that for you as a director?
What do you mean?
Where it's hard, but it's fun at the same time because you like what you do, and but it can be stressful at certain times.
Yeah. Well, if you want me to expand on it, directing is really hard because you have to work with a bunch of sometimes people you don't really like at all. But all the actors I've had, it's just like I've all been good friends of mine. But anyway, it's just hard for directors because you have so much on your plate to do. Like, you are directing the whole show, you are the showrunner and stuff, and if something goes wrong, you can only end up blaming yourself on this. It's like programming. If something goes wrong, you have to blame yourself.
Unless you're working with a group.
Yeah, well, yeah, but usually they're like argument stuff, programming arguments. You don't want to get into those.
No, you don't. Those would that would be a argument to remember.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know all that much about directing, but I feel like that would be a pretty good example as well. But if, like, anything I feel that you could do, anything at all, is fun, but hard work. As I mentioned earlier, CG animation. It's hard work because if you screw up making the model, like, if you add too many faces on one side, for anybody who knows what I'm talking about, congratulations, you actually know what to do. But if you had like too many vertices or something on the model, it'll lag and it'll take longer to render. It'll look weird when you shade it. The textures won't work properly. But when you finally complete it, it's like a drawing. When you're drawing something, at first, if you screw up, you're like, oh, and you have to go through and you have to try to fix it. And once you fix it, though, what is it? It's probably something really good. I don't know. That's kind of my little thing there. I don't know how I got talking about that at all. Didn't we start like
Minecraft?
Yeah, we started on Minecraft, not taking pride.
Merging, and then programming.
Anyway, it's just a.
Oh,
game.
Thomas.
What?
We started on Thomas.
We did? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't talk to Thomas very often.
No,
What I
well,
do,
we started about like you asked like what is he doing with all this like stuff that what and then you went off on this thing for some
Sorry.
reason about
I don't,
Minecraft.
I don't know. Sometimes I can just go on rants, and some other times I just don't have anything to say, and I kind of just like sit there awkwardly, like, what do I even talk about? And then all of a sudden, I'll be like, I guess for me, I can write any story, and I feel I can write stories pretty well. But my problem is starting it. That's the only thing I can't do. It's like starting a conversation. I can't do that. I try, but most people are like, so who are you? Even though I know them, and it's just like really awkward. And I'm not good at starting things, I guess. I can finish things. I can do the middle, but I don't know. I don't know. I've tried to write stories before.
It's hard.
Yeah.
The starting is no matter who you are. No matter if you're good at writing stories or not, the starting is always the hardest part.
Yeah. Even like, I think one of the hardest parts, if I've started a story before, and I've written stories. I'm just not like anything really good. I just started it. But the hardest part for me, besides starting it, is names. I can never come up with a name for the thing. I always call the characters George or.
Well, here's a good advice for that. Think about your story and what your story is focusing on, and then and go around with that. Like how I am writing a book that's based around old fairy tales and them coming back to life every 100 years, and junk and Sherlock Holmes and a bunch of Frankenstein, bunch of other stories, and all my characters are named after like their first names. Easy, Sean, George, Thane, just random names I can find, but their last names are all based around like my main character is a descendant of Grimm, so he's Thane's story, or like Robin Hood is Sean Cloak. And so all you gotta do is just find what your theme of your book is, or whatever you're writing, and base it around there.
That's
like if you ever read Percy Jackson.
I have.
Percy Jackson is Percy is a
Demigod.
name of a
Mythology.
yeah, from actual mythology, and it just went around that and finding names that relate to those type of gods.
Yeah. Speaking of mythology, we're doing that in English right now. Yeah. I don't know why I just said that, but you know, I just had to say it because I don't mind. A lot of people are complaining about it.
Mythology is awesome.
I like it. I don't know. Mythology. I think mythology to me is like the original, like, cool story. Original cool stories. Like back in those days, what did people write? Like not much. You don't have any oak wood.
The Bible.
Yeah, that's pretty much what people read back then. And like, what's really funny is that it was practiced as like a religion, even though this blind old man told the stories. Like, could you imagine that? Just like some blind old man coming in and all of a sudden like preaching about a blind old storyteller, came in and just started talking about a story and stuff, and it's just like, oh, thanks, old man.
I have no idea where oh my gosh, that just got set on fire randomly.
I am switching out the logs for oak.
For what?
Switching out the spruce for some oak.
Oh, that's okay.
That's if you were wondering why I went to creative. Don't believe me if I cheated or not, you can watch my video. Ah, yeah.
Trust me, he's not that good at enough of an editor to switch the blocks.
Actually, I did that already, so Oh, actually, you know what? I'm already halfway to my house, but I'm gonna use Grass Central Station anyway. Going back. And I need to get some carrots anyway. But whatever. Oh, the carrots aren't even grown. Come on.
Go to the food place.
Actually, this is I like the view when you run up to Grand Central Station. I feel like that's something that I should have taken more into account from what you see when you walk up to it. I might have to adjust the train station a little bit. It's like not bad, but like I never actually accounted what you see when you actually walk up to it. I may make it a bit taller or something. I'm gonna have to adjust that because that's like the first thing you see. It's really important. I don't know.
I am being the best video ever. I'm just mining some quartz.
If you think his video is boring, come check mine out.
Well, you're at least
boring.
You're at least venturing out.
I was. But if you guys think mine is boring, go check out his. So, either way, you guys should check out.
I'm probably having a pelvic thrusting like stormtrooper right now on my screen or something random like that.
Probably. But anyway, guys, you should still check out his channel anyway, and Red X Studios to be exact. Like both of those channels, great channels to go check out. I'm part of some of both.
We are gonna be uploading a lot more Red X Studios videos anyway.
Yeah,
and check out our podcast too. Our podcast is awesome.
It is. And the Red X Studios channel is always in the description, minus yesterday's video, which I didn't put anything in the description. I should change that, and especially since it was an update video. Oops.
Close to 30 levels. I've been waiting for this the whole time I've been playing this world.
Anyway, but yeah, you guys should go check out those channels. They're probably the main reason we are even here right now. So Mason may not be acquainted with them, but a lot of my subscribers don't care for Mason themselves, which is why they subscribe to me, and some of them do. But I can say that because Mason's not going to watch my video because he doesn't like watching my videos either. So
and yeah, it's not being rude to Mason at all either.
It's not. It's just some people just don't like him. Alright?
Nope. Oh my gosh.
Don't die.
Oh my gosh.